Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube, and in today's video we'll be going to look at making gold with enchanting. I've covered alchemy and inscription, so if you're interested in those professions, please do me a favor and drop by my channel and watch those videos. I've covered a lot of inscription, so I hope you guys enjoy. Before we get started, I just wanted to say if you found these profession videos helpful in any way, just drop a like and subscribe as it really helps me out. My goal by the end of April is about 500 subscribers, so if you enjoy the content, let me know by commenting so I can interact with you guys more. Other than that, let's get right into it. I just ran a shopping scan to make sure this is accurate as I can, and as you guys see from the TSM crafter for enchanting, everything is profitable, and that's probably the best news going into this video. We have a long one for you today, so stick around to the end. You're not going to want to miss this one. Not everyone runs engineering, especially the casual players, so enchanting can be really profitable. For example, I like to parse as well, but my Death Knight has 2 gathering professions, and right now I don't want to go engineering on him, so these enchants are beneficial to me, like the glove enchants and the boot enchants, everything like that. So I guarantee people on your server have the same mindset. So like I said, I just ran a shopping scan, so everything should be pretty accurate, but we're going to start from the list going down. Enchant Bracer Major Stamina is used by all tanks, so this is going to sell rather quickly. I recommend making 2 to 3 of these on a weekly basis and posting these on the auction house to start. As you see, they're very inflated right now, but they're 250 gold, and I'm not going to go through every auction. I just did the scan and I've done the math on them all, and everything here is pretty accurate. Like powerful stats, it was rather it being 60 gold, profit 17 silver, it was about 61, so give or take a few gold here and there. Alright, so the next one we're going to look at is Tusker's Vitality. It's the all-around enchant for all boots all classes use if they do not have nitro boost. So as you see here, this one as of now is not profitable. Or it is profitable, but only at 3 gold. But I've sold many of these scrolls. If it's profitable on your server, make 5 to 6 on your server and post these. And the next one we have powerful stats. Ideally, if you can watch your auctions, this one will rake you in some big money. As you see, it's a profit of 60 gold. People in their raid around 11 p.m. and to 12 a.m. midnight, and they go to the auction house to enchant their gear. And there isn't any NG add-on to make this one not sell. I recommend it if you can watch your auctions after 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. keeping 4 or 5 of these posted nightly, especially on a Tuesday or like a Wednesday. These will be profitable. If you're casually playing and just making gold like I am, post 2 to 3 of these whenever you please. The next one is Enchant Cloak Major Agility. This is a mediocre selling point for enchanting. If classes do not have NG and agility is their best in slot stat, like hunters, they will use this. But if they have engineer, they just run the parachute. So I would just recommend making 3 or 4 of these weekly. And the next one is Enchant Cloak Gird of Speed. Once again, another enchant I sell a lot of. A lot of classes do not benefit from the parachute buff and prefer haste on their cloak. For example, on Holy Death Knight, don't go for the NG cloak as haste is their main stat besides strength. So look at this one. This is a 15 gold profit. I really recommend posting 5 to 6 of these a week. You will gain your money back on that one. Looking at Enchant Bracer Greater Assault, I see this one's only 3 gold, but keep in mind no one is leatherworking for the fur lining, so posting 5 or 6 of these a week, it will be profitable. Even, like I said, this is only 3 gold, so I won't do that, but if it's profitable on your server, post 5 to 6 and a week and you'll make a lot of money on this one as well. And then on to Bracer Superior Spell Power. Casters the flavor of this expansion at the profit of 23 gold per enchant. So going back to the Greater Assault, no one is leatherworking, so this is all healers grab this besides the Holy Paladin and all casters. I recommend posting 5 or 6 of these as well. Alright, on to Enchant Gloves Crusher. This taps into a very important engineering consume, the haste on gloves. but this is the best slot enchant for rogues, death knights, hunters, and if they're without NG, so I recommend posting like 3 of these a week. And on to exceptional spell power to gloves, which is 28 spell power. A very cheap enchant for people without engineering. It's best for all casters and healers, so I recommend posting 5 or 6 of these. This preset I'm on has that enchant on right now, and I am engineering on this character, so having 28 spell power is just for healing. So alright, next one is enchant gloves precision. People missing hit cap may very well just slap this on their gloves just to hit the cap, and as you see, it has an insane 72 gold profit, so if these could sell, post 2 to 3, but other than that, I wouldn't worry too much about this one, as most people are going to be running engineering. And once again, for gloves, going on to major agility, this is really only good for hunters at around 15 gold profit. If they're not NG, this is their biz, but if you want to maximize your gold profit, then craft maybe 1 or 2, but if not, if you got enough, then don't worry about it. Alright, we're moving on to chest enchants, so starting with greater defense. Tanks struggling to hit defense cap or are gymming stamina fully, they can get defense from this enchant right here, so they will more than likely purchase this. It happens more than you think. For example, my warrior gym straight stamina, some expertise, and I have the 22 defense enchant on my chest. So I recommend crafting 2 to 3 of these a week, and it will probably net you profit. And then on to super health. Again, tanks use this for basically a 250 hit point boost. Not very profitable, as you can tell, but if it is post 1 to 2 a week. And these videos, you know, I post them today. 2 weeks from now, this number could change. So this is just the enchanting what you can sell that's gonna sell. Like, you know, you wouldn't sell mighty health. That's not better than super health. So, and then on to super stats, the great value plus 10 stats in the form of 8 stats, a very cheap alternative for alts for players, I'm sure you know, has its profit margins, so make 5 or 6 of these a week and keep them posted. Alright, lastly we're going to look at weapons in this segment. I recommend keeping weapon enchants in your rotation all the time, as they net you your highest return. These recipes are not profitable if you craft 5 to 10 in a week span. Do these in about a 1 to 2 a week fashion to yield the highest profit return, unless you're getting abyss crystals for very low. Alright, to start it off, we have enchant staff, greater spell power. The profit on this is high, but as you can tell, it's pretty high, but realistically, and tried myself, these weapon enchants sell, but not as much as you'd think, and it comes with a hefty crafting price, but big return if the price is right. Saves are usually overlooked by the one-hand offhand combo by a lot of people, but a lot of good staffs are out there, like the ice core staff, and there's a lot of good stats, guys, so make 1 or 2 of these and keep these reposted over the week. Berserking, it has its weeks where it makes me 3,000 gold, and sometimes I don't even bother with it. As you can see, this is not profitable right now, but if it ever is, make 2 to 3 a week and keep them reposted. Berserking is notorious for going up and down, as it's basically the best for every physical damage dealer, so keep that in mind. Now this enchant right here is a very weird one. As you see, it has a 213 gold return, and if you make 1 and manage to sell it, it's not best, but maybe best for a tank that wants the hit cap. It would just add a good chunk to your profit for the week. So if you want to, you can make 1 of these and keep it in a week's rotation, but other than that, you know, don't worry about it. As you see right here, the region average daily sold is 0.6, so it could sell, but it could not, so you might be holding on that for 3 weeks instead of 1. Alright, on to enchant weapon mighty spell power. This isn't profitable to me, but if it's not profitable now, it could be in the future time. This is the best weapon enchant for basically every one-hand offhand combo, so if you can craft 1 to 2 per week, you know, don't just because it's negative now doesn't mean that it's not profitable in the future. And then on to enchant two-hand weapon massacre. Literally only hunters use this, so bear in mind that. But with that, it can come with an insane profit margin. As you see, 265 gold. If you can stay on top of reposting, craft 2. But if not, just craft 1 and call it there for the week on this enchant. Alright, now we're on to the off-brand weapons enchants that don't require abyss crystals, and they're alt friendly. So moving on to this, we have the enchant weapon exceptional spell power. This comes at a very minimal cost to craft with a high demand for alts, so I recommend posting around 4 to 5 a week if you can repost. And then on to enchant staff spell power. Once again, the off-brand abyss enchant for the staff. It comes with a low enchanting or crafting cost, but 2 to 3 a week on this will do as well. And then on to two-hand greater savagery. I know I used this when I was leveling my Death Knight, my Ret Paladin, my Hunter. You know, everyone uses it for their alts. So DKs, Rets, Hunters, all leveling up, want to juice up their alt, and will purchase these. They do sell pretty well, surprisingly. So in a week's rotation, craft 2 to 3, and as you see, 33 gold. If you keep in mind, you know, if you craft 2 to 3 of these a week, and this goes for every recipe that I've mentioned, if they net you a 33 gold profit margin, so just on this, that's 100 gold almost. So, you know, we need to be making 2 to 3 enchant vellums a week to make our gold. And by the time all this is crafted with all the vellums I recommended, we can obviously be around 2k, 3k, 4k now. Alright guys, this concludes this video. Keep in mind this as you take all this information in. If something is not profitable for the week, do not sell this week and save your resources for the next week. I know this video in 2 weeks from now, the auction house will fluctuate. These prices have remained stagnant for quite a time as I watch the auction house for enchanting materials every day, like crystals, infinite dust, and all that. To make gold with solely enchanting, if you're not doing anything else, you will need to keep in mind that watching your auctions every 4 to 5 hours is key to reselling your vellums, not during busy hours. And I repeat, not during busy hours, but after busy hours. In my case, after 3 p.m. and after 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. as I stated before. Players come to buy their weapon, enchant or armor enchant once every blue moon, as it won't be replaced for another week or so, assuming this particular buyer got an upgrade from the week prior. This is the key to making gold with enchanting, keeping your vellums first in line to be bought. I know this goes with every auction ever posted, but much more true with enchanting. Alright guys, that concludes this episode, so I hope you all enjoyed. If you liked this video, and if you even thought about trying this out for a week, give me a subscribe and I'll be back with more content.